Christmas is a Christian celebration rich in symbolism and mythology, from the nativity scene and decorative trees to flying reindeer and of course jolly old Saint Nick. But how did this most festive of festivals first begin? According to the historian Stephen Nissenbaum, in the 4th century AD, church leaders in Rome came up against an increasingly popular and, as they saw it, heretical view that Jesus was in fact not a man, but a mere spirit. To combat this idea, the church leaders sought to humanize Jesus by giving him an official date of birth, December 25th, a date which is never in fact specified anywhere in the Bible. Nissenbaum proposes that this date was chosen as it coincided with pre-existing pagan and Roman festivals such as Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, meaning birth of the invincible sun, which celebrated the winter solstice, the time of year at which the days start to get longer, which it was vital for ancient civilizations to know about, as this facilitated effective agriculture, allowing them to sow and harvest crops at the appropriate time of year. That Jesus, the Son of God and metaphorical light of the world, should have his birth celebrated at the exact same time as the birth of the celestial Sun and actual light of the world, and that this knowledge should be discovered by wise men who track the movement of the stars, was considered by early Christian scholars and astrotheologists to not be a mere coincidence. This apparent corruption of Christian theology by pagan and Roman ideas was in no small part why Christmas was made illegal in Britain in 1647 by the puritanical parliamentary ruler Oliver Cromwell. That is, until the Reformation in 1660, when it was reinstated by King Charles II. Therefore, the festival of Christmas is arguably a relatively modern Christian contrivance, with roots in early pagan tradition. But what of Christmas's most recent contrivances, such as Santa Claus and flying reindeer? The name Santa Claus actually comes from the Dutch word Sinterklaas, meaning Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas was a 4th century Turkish bishop who was famous for gifting poor families with gold as a form of dowry, so that fathers did not have to sell their children into labor or prostitution. As for how Santa Claus got his modern appearance with his red coat and flying reindeer, there is a popular myth that this originated with the work of one of Coca-Cola's illustrators, Hayden Sundblom, in 1931. However, illustrations of a modern Santa Claus had been made by the German-born American cartoonist Thomas Nast at least 40 years earlier. While many believe that Santa Claus's red and white appearance simply reflects the color of clerical garbs worn by 4th century bishops such as St. Nicholas, some have proposed a slightly different explanation. According to the Harvard botanist Donald Pfister, Santa Claus's modern appearance was most likely inspired by magical stories of the use of psychoactive fungi among shamanistic tribes. Pfister argues that psychedelic mushrooms such as the red and white Amanita Muscaria, otherwise known as fly Agaric, have been used by shamanistic tribes for centuries. This fungi, which is toxic to humans if consumed raw, is traditionally prepared by feeding it to a large mammal such as a reindeer and then drinking the animal's urine. The appearance of the mushroom and its hallucinatory effects may not only explain why Santa Claus is portrayed as wearing red and white, but also why he is often accompanied by elves or little helpers, and why his reindeer are seen to be able to fly. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.